Bill Gates, Mark Zuckerberg, Elon Musk, and Albert Einstein. Do you know what's common about them? Wrong. I'm not referring to their fame and success, but to the one thing that you won't likely say for an answer. Yes, they're all silent people. There are two common types of personality, extrovert and introvert. Introverted people prefer to work alone while focusing on their internal thoughts and ideas. On the other hand, extroverts are people who thrive and flourish from engaging with a social group and building a lot of connections. This is why there is a prevailing notion that successful people are usually extroverts because they have the confidence to speak their minds out loud to different kinds of people, leading to the expansion of their network and relations. But going back to the big names we mentioned earlier, aren't those people considered introverts? Yet they are the most renowned people in human history. If you want to know their secret to success, then continue watching this video. But first, we would like to remind you that to be finance savvy, Financial Intellect is your buddy, so you might want to like, subscribe, and click the notification bell to be updated whenever we post a video like this. First things first, the first secret of silent people is not even a secret at all, and you're actually doing it right now. Silent people excel in listening. Extroverts might find it easy to connect with people, but introverts are more likely to be reliable when you need a friend who will listen to you. Most introverts do not find it a necessity to be part of a big crowd. They are more comfortable in an intimate setting where even though there's just a person or two, they'll know how to enjoy themselves with each other's company. So, in situations where it is better to remain silent, listen, and understand what the other person is saying, introverts are able to process information internally without difficulty. They have skills that are unique to their personality, such as having the capacity to wait, assess a situation whether or not they should respond, and know exactly what and when to reply. This moves us to the second reason for their success. Silent people are meticulous with their words. They abide by the saying, "Think before you speak." Considering that they would only speak at the right moment they deem so, their words tend to resonate and leave a mark on the minds of the people around them. It also works the other way around, since people will be more likely to remember what they said because of how few their words are. However, there is also a downside to it. Thinking of the right words to say, admittedly, takes time. So, to cope with that, introverts should be the first to talk in business meetings so that they have already imparted what they needed and wanted to share before their thoughts become overpowered by the competing suggestions and ideas from other people in the room. By the time their turn is done, they have already set the pace of the meeting and they will be able to listen to the discussion with more focus. Third, they observe carefully. Knowing the right words to say in a given situation is already admirable, but knowing the exact moment when to say those right words is far more important and at the same time more difficult. But because of the innate superior listening and observing skills of introverts, they are able to notice even the tiniest detail, such as the mild habit of clicking your tongue when getting impatient, or how you tend to look at the cheeks of the person you're talking to rather than making eye contact whenever you're nervous. You might not even notice them being in the room, but they are usually the people who notice the most from everyone in the room. Their intrapersonal and interpersonal communication have an adequate balance when it comes to assessing the personality or performance of new members to the team, or when they themselves are being interviewed for a position. And since they are fully aware of themselves and their internal way of processing information, they are more likely to be accurate when interpreting the gestures or body language of other people, especially those who are also introverted individuals like them. Now that we've mentioned self-awareness, that's also their fourth unique trait. Silent people have high regard for self-awareness. Not only are they capable of seeing themselves in other people, but also they have a full grasp of their own weaknesses and strengths. A totality of the energy and effort they exert in their work comes directly from their own, unlike extroverts who need other people to be able to work. Because of this, introverted people also have the capacity to understand if their work lacks quality or if they could have done better. Being knowledgeable of one's capabilities is different from being conscious of one's deficiencies. There is a high tendency that introverted people are quick to see and admit their mistakes because of their deep understanding of their own personality and attitude towards their work, but this does not necessarily mean that they only focus on their flaws. This can be translated into an opportunity to continue improving. Since they acknowledge that they can work on many aspects of themselves, they work hard to figure out how to remedy their own concerns. In relation to their self-awareness, their next secret to success is something that all people should be able to develop. They have self-discipline. Most introverts know their priorities because they consume a lot of time thinking and processing their decisions. This is also why most silent people succeed in their goals, because once they set their mind to it, there's no way of straying away. Having self-discipline is exhibited in how they control their actions and remain firm in their stances. If they decide on getting high grades, they will make sure to dedicate most of their time studying, doing requirements at the highest quality, and making purposeful decisions day by day to achieve the standards that they set themselves in pursuit of their goals. To a general audience, having strict discipline might be too rigid, and it might seem that they have no room for fun or creativity, but actually it's the other way around. Silent people are creative innovators. If every student remained in school, then we wouldn't have Microsoft today. But this is not to encourage young children to stop going to school. This just means that people like Bill Gates must have spent a lot of time planning and thinking of how they can actualize their ideas into reality. As we've repeatedly said in this video, introverts remain in their thoughts most of the time, and this allows them to explore their imagination and eventually create transformative solutions to problems. This trait is perfect for fields that have high competition in business, since customers would opt for a company that can provide them with solutions even though the problems have not risen yet, and this takes a lot of creativity and innovation. But of course, ideas will only turn into reality when there is an extensive and well-thought framework or blueprint behind them. Good thing that silent people all have it in their package because they make comprehensive plans. Having the ability to think things through before carelessly setting off and implementing half-baked plans, introverts are able to maximize their assets to secure the success of their projects. Execution is a big step that requires 1,000-fold small steps before it should even take place. Silent people understand this, so the more they stay in their heads, the more scenarios they can come up with and prepare for to ensure that even the slightest setbacks will not prevent them from achieving their goals. As we've mentioned before, they are great observers, and this is also reflected in how detailed their plans are. They choose the best people. Although we've mentioned time and time again that silent people are the all-in-one package deal, they are not exempted from the fact that no man is an island. We need companions to be able to thrive in life. Because of the tendency of introverts to isolate themselves, they are more likely to be critical in assessing the people they want to be around. Not to be discriminatory, but introverts carefully choose the people they are willing to accept in their team. They have standards that should be met, and this also means that they put a lot of effort into getting to know you and understanding your personality. These are sometimes overlooked when it comes to workplace efficiency because personality is set aside and quantity is prioritized over quality. However, we fail to realize that people tend to be more productive when they are working with coworkers who they can relate to, who have a high regard for them as colleagues, and who have the same values and ethics as them. This brings us to their last secret to success. Amidst their portrayal of being reserved and self-centered, believe it or not, they're great coworkers. Companion, friend, business partner, lover, whatever their relationship might be to you, they're sure to always be there. Building deeper and lasting relationships with your coworkers can help in times of desperate need because you are assured that there will be people who will catch you when you fall, and they are usually introverted people. Because of their genuine and intentional way of relating with others, they can easily gain trust and build lasting relationships. All the factors we've mentioned earlier in this video all add to the fact that people most likely seek introverted or silent people because they are purposive in their actions, and you would know that whatever they do, they have done a lot of thinking before proceeding with it. It is a trait worth appreciating because this means that they always give meaning to their actions and decisions. So there you go. Those are the 9 secrets of successful introverts that they are too timid to talk about. Although this video emphasizes how being silent or introverted can also be associated with success, it doesn't mean that you have to turn yourself into one. If you're an extroverted person, be who you are. You don't need to forcefully change yourself. If you're an introverted person, then that's great. What we want for you is to learn about the traits that are usually hidden in a successful person so that you may apply these secrets to yourself. Always remember, just be you, and even if you are a silent person, you still have to work hard to earn it. You may also want to subscribe to our channel because, of course, we want what's only best for your financial success. We also recommend for you to click on the notification bell so that you'll receive the latest updates whenever we post new content. See you in the next video.